Welcome to the Great Garden channel, to keep your plants blooming beautifully and free from pests and diseases. Today, I'll share how to stimulate orchids that haven't bloomed for a long time to flower again, while also showing you how to easily and effectively treat common problems and diseases on orchid leaves at home. Most importantly, this method uses only ingredients commonly found in your kitchen, making it extremely safe and gentle. After just a short period of application, you'll easily notice clear improvements. Roots. Many new roots develop with green, plump, healthy tips that attach to the growing medium more effectively. Orchid leaves. Darker green, thicker, and glossier. The leaves become firm and healthy, with a significant reduction in wrinkling or dullness. Flower spikes and buds, strong development, evenly sized buds, and healthy, vigorous spikes, clear signs that the plant is thriving and ready for a beautiful blooming season. Let's get started. Do you have shallots in the fridge? Shallots are rich in antioxidants and natural antibacterial compounds, which are very beneficial for plant growth. Today, I'll use sprouted shallots to make a simple organic fertilizer. First, I cut the shallot in half and use only one half. Next, slice the shallot thinly, as shown in the video. Thin slicing helps release the natural compounds and active substances in the shallot, allowing them to dissolve better in water. This enhances its antibacterial effect, helps orchids absorb nutrients more effectively, and supports faster recovery. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Next, I put the thinly sliced onion into a clean glass cup. Then, add 500 milliliters of boiling water to the cup of shallots. Finally, cover it and let this fertilizer soak for about 2 hours. While waiting, I trim away any yellow, wilted, or weakened leaves. This helps improve air circulation, reduce the risk of fungal diseases, and allows the plant to focus its nutrients on the healthier parts. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. After that, I lightly rinse the plants with water. While the fertilizer is soaking, I gently water the pots in the garden. This step helps moisten the growing medium, wash away salt buildup and dust, awaken the roots, and create a more breathable environment for healthier root respiration. As a result, young roots are activated, allowing the plant to absorb nutrients more effectively, and reducing the risk of fertilizer shock or root burn when applying organic fertilizer. After the initial watering, lift the plant out to prepare for the next fertilizing step. After 2 hours, once the shallot solution has cooled, I strain out the solids and keep only the clear liquid. As you can see, the liquid has the color shown in the video. This is a shallot extract solution, rich in beneficial natural compounds, and it's ready to be used to support healthy plant growth and faster recovery. Finally, add 1 liter of clean water at room temperature to dilute the solution. And that's it. The organic solution is now ready to use. Now, let's apply it to the plants in the garden to help them grow healthier and stronger. Method 1. First, pour the prepared shallot solution into a small, clean cup. Then, use a soft cloth or cotton pad to gently soak and wipe each side of the orchid leaves. The shallot solution helps remove dust and residue from the leaves while providing natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds. This supports healthier leaves that are greener and naturally shinier. When wiping, be sure to clean both the upper and underside of the leaves so the solution can absorb effectively. Doing this once or twice a week helps keep orchid leaves clean and healthy, and improves photosynthesis. Method 2. This method is suitable for orchids with yellowing leaves, diseased leaves, or pest problems. Use onion peel extract and spray it evenly on both the upper and underside of the leaves. You can also spray the stem if needed. For healthy orchids, spraying once a month is sufficient. If the orchids are affected by pests or diseases, spray once a week to help eliminate insects and limit the spread of pathogens. Method 3. Pour the shallot solution into a watering can and gently water around the base of the orchid. This method helps supply natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds from shallots, supporting the orchid in preventing bacterial and fungal infections, reducing yellow leaves and root rot, and promoting healthy growth from the roots to the leaves. Water once a week during the recovery stage. Once the orchid becomes stable, reduce to 1 or 2 applications per month to maintain long-term health and sustainable growth. I pour the remaining solution into an ice cube tray and place it in the freezer for longer storage. Once the solution has frozen into ice cubes, many people place the ice directly at the base of the orchid, but this is not recommended. Instead, put 3 to 5 shallot ice cubes into a cup and wait about 15 minutes for them to melt completely. Once the solution returns to room temperature, use it to gently water each orchid pot. The nutrients and natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds from shallots, combined with mild vitamins and minerals, are easily absorbed by the plant. This helps stimulate root growth, strengthen resistance, and make the leaves greener and glossier. In addition, place the orchid in a spot with gentle light and good air circulation, so it can photosynthesize well and maintain healthy green leaves. Avoid direct, harsh sunlight, as it can cause the leaves to turn yellow. With this simple method, the natural essence from shallots becomes an effective, natural support, helping orchids stay healthy, develop strong roots, keep green leaves, and produce long-lasting blooms. Results after 2 months of application. Many new roots have continuously formed, with green, plump, glossy, and strong root tips. This clearly shows that the plant is absorbing nutrients and natural bioactive compounds from shallots very well, and the recovery process is visibly effective. The leaves are darker green, thicker, and naturally glossy. When touched, they feel firm and resilient, showing that the plant is growing strong and healthy. New shoots emerging from the base are developing evenly and steadily, creating a solid foundation for the next growth stage. Notably, some pots have begun to produce flower spikes and bloom, with brighter colors and longer-lasting flowers. This is a clear sign that the plants have stabilized and are ready to enter a new flowering cycle. This gentle care method using shallots not only helps plants grow healthier and stronger, but also brings fresh vitality to the entire garden. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Great Garden channel to discover more simple yet effective plant care tips. Following the recipe to help orchids recover and avoid pests and diseases, in the next video I will share another organic fertilizer recipe, easier to make but equally effective, to help plants grow strong and produce beautiful, long-lasting flowers. Let's get started. To make this fertilizer, first I pour 500 milliliters of boiling water into a glass like this. The ingredient I'm using in this recipe is cinnamon powder, a common household item that everyone usually has. Next, I add 1 tablespoon of cinnamon powder into the cup of water and stir until all the active compounds in the cinnamon are fully dissolved. This process allows the natural compounds in the cinnamon powder, such as cinnamaldehyde and its mild antibacterial and antifungal properties, to dissolve into the water, creating a nutrient-rich solution. Finally, cover it and let it steep for 1 hour until the solution cools completely. During that time, I'll use rice to prepare the next ingredient. Rice is naturally rich in B vitamins, starch, and essential minerals, which help nourish the plant from roots to leaves. I add 3 tablespoons of rice into the cup of water. Next, add 500 milliliters of boiling water into the cup. Then stir well to let the nutrients from the rice dissolve into the water. Finally, cover it and let the solution steep for 1 hour. After 1 hour, once the cinnamon solution has cooled down, strain out the residue and solids. Keep only the clear liquid. This liquid is the organic fertilizer you'll use to water your plants. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. Do the same with the rice-infused water. Strain out the residue and keep only the clear liquid. Here, I'll filter it together with the cinnamon solution so the 2 liquids blend completely. Add 1 liter of clean water to dilute the mixture, and that's it. The solution is now ready to use as an organic fertilizer. Let's apply it to your orchids right away. Method 1. First, pour the prepared solution into a small cup. Next, use a soft cloth or cotton pad lightly soaked in the solution to gently wipe each surface of the orchid's leaves, carefully and delicately. When wiping the leaves, dust and residue on the surface are removed, allowing the leaves to absorb light more effectively for photosynthesis. At the same time, it reduces the risk of bacteria, mold, and pests, keeping the leaves clean, glossy, and healthy. Moreover, the cinnamon and rice contain natural antibacterial and antifungal compounds, along with essential vitamins and minerals, which help strengthen the leaves, support metabolic processes, and enhance the plant's disease resistance. You should wipe both sides of the leaves with the diluted cinnamon and rice solution, allowing the nutrients to penetrate deeply and help the leaves become healthy, thick, and naturally glossy. This method should be done 1 to 2 times per week to keep the leaves clean, enhance photosynthesis, reduce the risk of fungal infections, and support sustainable plant growth without damaging the leaf tissue. Method 2. Root watering. I'll continue by pouring the cinnamon rice solution into a watering can. Then, water directly at the base of the plant, applying this once a week for your orchids. This solution helps the roots grow quickly and stay strong. Rice contains many natural organic nutrients that are very beneficial for orchids. Cinnamon has antibacterial properties, which help prevent fungal infections and pests, while also improving the plant's overall health. In just about 30 minutes, this method can be very beneficial for weak or slow-growing plants, helping the roots become strong and develop evenly. It's a way to provide natural organic nutrients, which is especially helpful for orchids that have been planted for a long time but haven't yet bloomed. Method 3. Misting. Pour the cinnamon and rice solution into a spray bottle and mist evenly over the entire plant, including the leaves, stems, roots, and leaf axils. It's best to do this early in the morning so that the leaves dry quickly by noon. Misting with the cinnamon and rice solution helps prevent insects such as thrips and mealybugs. You should spray both the top and underside of the leaves so the solution penetrates deeply and evenly, helping to clean the leaves, enhance photosynthesis, and stimulate healthy growth. This method should be done once a week during the first month, then reduced to once a month to maintain long-term effectiveness. Results after 2 months. The root system has grown vigorously, producing many new plump, white roots that firmly anchor into the substrate, improving water and nutrient absorption and strengthening the entire plant. The orchid leaves have become deep green, glossy, and thick, while new leaves sprout full of vitality, performing photosynthesis efficiently. Especially, the flower buds and spikes have developed evenly and robustly, ready to produce vibrant blooms. The buds are plentiful and large, with bright, long-lasting colors. Flowers bloom consecutively, creating an orchid pot full of life for several weeks. This is a well-deserved reward for persistent care. When nurtured properly, the orchid responds with abundant vitality and naturally radiant flowers. Enjoy every moment of caring for your orchids. If you found this video helpful, hit like, share, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new orchid care tips. Goodbye, and see you in the next video on the Great Garden channel.